Hello, dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we will start with a new chapter, that is HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. So, what is hypertext markup language, how it works, how it is used? Before we proceed to it, what we will see? We will see certain things which are related to HTML programming. The first thing which we will see in this is website. Now, before I proceed to website, what I want to tell you that HTML program is used to create web pages in the internet. Now, before we proceed how to create web pages, let us see some common terms. Like the first one is website. Now, what is website? Website is a set of pages. That means it is a collection of web page. When you go to a website, you might have noticed that there are different pages given with different contents. Now all these pages are different web pages created or embedded or integrated in a website. Okay, now what is this web page? Now when we say web page, it is a mixture, I mean to say, it contains text, graphics, hyperlinks, multimedia links and many more things. So web page is a document which is written with a language called hypertext markup language. Now it can be accessed by using a uniform resource locator address, that is the URL address, or you can say the website address in general language. When we type this URL on the address bar, it brings the website on the screen if your internet is working. So this just one example is given below. Okay, so if somebody types www.snapdeal.com, now this is the URL, this is the website name. So when you type this, the web page, the whole website containing multiple web pages of this particular website, it comes on the screen. Now same way we will talk about web browser. Now what is web browser? The application which helps us to access the internet. Without web browser application, we cannot access the information over internet. So in how many ways it helps us? It contacts the web server and sends a request for information. That means whenever we type a name, let us say I want to search for a website, that is flipkart.com. So whenever you are typing a name www.flipkart.com on the address bar of a web browser, it sends your message to the web server. And if the website name which you have put is correctly typed, is correctly written, the information which is received by the web server, it comes back to your computer screen with the content. This way the web browser works. Now an information resource is identified by a uniform resource identifier, that is called URI. The information can be in the form of a web page, it can be in the form of an image, a video, or it may be other content. Okay, now there are many type of web browsers. The most popular web browser nowadays what we use is Google Chrome. But other than Google Chrome also we have many type of web browsers. Now some of the web browser name is written over here on the screen, as you can see. Like Internet Explorer is made by Microsoft. Now recently, after this Microsoft Windows 8 and above it has come, Internet Explorer has changed. Now the name has become Edge. Okay, the same Internet Explorer. So Microsoft relaunched this Internet Explorer with a new name. Now Google has the most famous web browser nowadays, what most of us use, that is Google Chrome. Now one more famous web browser we have, that is Firefox, Mozilla Firefox. Another one is Opera. In Apple, in Mac OS, we use a web browser called Safari. Now, one more famous web browser is there, that is called Netscape Navigator. Now, let us discuss about one more topic, that is homepage. Now, whenever we type a website using a web browser, that time the first page which comes on the screen, that is called home page. It could be said as index page also. Now it is the initial, or you can say it is the main web page of a website. For example, if I can say that when you type the website name, that is denobly.fri.in, our school website name I am talking about. If you type the name of our school website, the first page which will come on the screen, that will be the home page of our school website. Same way, if you type any website name, let us say flipkart.com, snapdeal.com, etc., whatever the first page on the web browser will come, it will be called as the home page of that particular website. It is sometime also called as the front page or the main page. It gives detailed information about the website and acts as the screen from the place you can move to all the other web pages which are linked, which are interconnected to this particular website. Now students, let us talk about HTML. In today's world, the largest open network is the internet. We all know that. A worldwide computer network that provides access to different websites on the World Wide Web. Now you can download any information. It might be a document containing text, sound, graphics or videos from the internet, and it is downloaded with the help of a web browser. In fact, a web browser is a software, it is an application software that enables a computer to display the documents which are located somewhere in computer's network. Now, the documents in the network are called hypertext. Now, when we say hypertext, that means we are talking about the media which contains only the text. Now hypertext refers to the hyperlinks. It refers to the hyperlinks that an HTML page may contain. That means when you click on this hypertext, it will take you to some other pages containing text. Now what are hypermedia? Hypermedia, it includes text as well as graphics. That means there might be some graphical picture on the screen where when you click, that particular picture will take you to another web page, or that particular picture might be interlinked, might be interconnected with some other web page or some other source of the website. Have you ever thought how these documents are displayed on the internet? Now today we will learn about the same. The information which appears page by page on the screen, which are also called web pages, these are designed with a special language which is called HTML. Now hypertext markup language is the language used to create web pages. Here hypertext refers to the hyperlinks that an HTML page may contain, and markup language refers to the way the tags are used. Now You might be thinking I used a term tags. I will come to that. So, markup language refers to the way tags are used to define the page layout. That means markup in HTML tells the web browser how to display the content. Now, what are the content? It might be some words, images, multimedias on the web page. Markup defines the look and the structure of a text like font type, font size, color, and many more things. It is not only it decides the structure of a text, but it decides the structure of the whole website. Okay. Now, HTML is a language used to create web pages. It has all the features of basic word processing, including graphics. It makes the web pages attractive and informative by using different HTML tools. Now, students, just now I was talking about a particular term called tags. Now, these tags are the HTML tools basically. Now, I will give you one example. Now, you might have seen in a grocery shop or on a cloth store, tags are usually given for the brand, size of a garment. Sometimes when you go to a cloth shop, that time you might have seen the tags are given in each and every cloth. And looking into that particular tag, you come to know that what is the size of this particular garment or the cloth, what is the price, and many more things. Okay, same way in web page, tags indicate what should be displayed on the screen when the web page is loaded. Tags are the basic formatting tool used in HTML. Okay, these are the basic formatting tool. So when we use these tags will define how the web pages will be created. This language helps to publish the information globally. The most common publishing language used by the World Wide Web, that is www, is HTML 4.0 version. But nowadays HTML 5.0 has come, which has become very popular, dear students. There are few more other markup languages, that is SGML and XML. SGML stands for Standard General Markup Language, and XML, as it is given on the screen, it stands for Extensive Markup Language. Now let us talk about some features of HTML. It is the prime markup language. It is called as the main markup language nowadays for designing web pages. Now, HTML element forms the building blocks of all websites. It is not case sensitive, but the best practice is to use lowercase letters while writing HTML codes. That means when we are writing the tags, most of the time the tags are written in small letters, in lowercase, and inside the whatever the content, it all depends what are the content, whether the contents are in lowercase, uppercase, it all depends, because when you make a web page, that web page contains all type of letters and images. Here the third point, it is basically talking about the tags, the codes which we put for the HTML program. It allows images and objects to be embedded and can be used to create interactive forms in the web pages. We can embed, we can put images also into the web page. It helps to create a structured document which includes headings, paragraphs, links, hyperlinks, and other items. Now, in a HTML document, while making the web page through an HTML document, we can put all these things like headings, paragraphs, links. Now, if you might have noticed a web page contains all these things. It does not require any instructions that you could pass on during its execution. Now let us talk about a basic structure of an HTML document. An HTML document contains text. The contents of the document are written using tags which are enclosed in angle brackets. Now dear students, here on the screen what you can see that the first line of the program which is given here on the screen, that is what it is written, HTML, and if you can see that this is enclosed within the bracket. Now the same way, the HTML is written inside the bracket, the angular bracket, and the head is written, title, all these are called tags in HTML. Now each and every tag has its own function. So that we will talk about. I will explain it in my coming slides. Now these tags are understood by the web browser, which helps the web browser to display the contents of the document on the web page. However, the tags which we put while writing the program using an HTML code, that time this tag doesn't appear on the web page. This tag only helps, this tag only decides what has to be displayed and how it has to be displayed on a web page. Again I am showing you the basic structure. It is there in your book. You can see all these tags which are written under the angular bracket. I am telling one by one. That is the first one, HTML, then head, then again title. Now to the right hand side the title, again it is written, but before title one forward slash is given. So we will talk about all these, what this forward slash and why it is given. Okay, just for the time being, you just see that whatever is enclosed within these angular brackets are called tags. Now let us start with the topics. HTML tags. Tags are special codes in an HTML document. They are marked by angle brackets which are understood by the web browsers. Now as you can see on the screen at the top, dear students, that under the angular bracket the tag name has to be given, and in between the content which we need to put on the screen. Now one example is given that in angular bracket P is written, and to the right hand side within angular bracket it is forward slash P is written. Now this is a type of tag which we use. Now this P stands for paragraph, that we will see. Now in place of P, if we would have written B, okay, if we would have written B to the both side, what B stands for, just for one example I am telling you, that it stands for bold. Like in Microsoft Word you might have made the text which you have written in bold letter. So here, to show the contents on the web page, if you want to make a certain text or a certain paragraph, or let us say a certain word in bold letter, you have to use the tag that is under angular bracket B. That we will see when we will see the program, when we will write small programs. Now every HTML documents begin with angular bracket HTML and then angular bracket close. Any HTML program, it starts with this only and it ends with forward slash HTML closed within angular bracket tag. So as you can see here on the screen that whatever program has to be written, it starts with HTML and it ends with HTML, and the whole program is written in between these two, the whole content of the program. So always remember that when you start a program writing in HTML, the first thing at the top you need to write is HTML, and after the whole program ends, at the bottom you need to write forward slash HTML under angular bracket.